critical. Target destroyed.
Hello, Mechwarriors. Are you looking for a big monster of a missile boat? Look no further than the Bane 3. I call this MissileZilla. Yes, MissileZilla exists. I've got 2 LRM-20s, 4 LRM-15s. I've got an LRM-10, and for defensive purposes, 2 SRM-6s, and lots of ammo. And look at this thing fire. How tall is MissileZilla? Well, the Bane 3 is so tall that it barely fits in the screen. Take a look. If I walk it up like this to where you would normally look at it, looking at it eye to eye, it's not even in the full screen. The only way to really see this is to see it like this. Let's take it down into the real low. This is how big this thing really is. It's massive. As you can see here in the Mech Lab, we have 2 SRM-6s as promised, an LRM-10, 4 LRM-15s, and 2 LRM-20s with lots and lots of ammo. Are you worried about the heat management? Well, let's take a look at the meat and potatoes and I'll show you what the heat management's like. First of all, the heat management is a 1.33, which is stellar by anybody's standards. Even Byradil would agree that that is a stellar heat management. He usually, most of his missile boat builds, and most of his builds in general, he says that generally anything above a 125 is considered really good. Good, at least. So for firepower, we have a firepower of 134. Now I'm not saying you can do an alpha strike on that, but that is the firepower of this build. And yes, you can do this as an ATM build and an all SRM build. All SRM build, I feel like it's kind of light because it only does 109 damage, which is really good, but this is a really slow mech. So I don't know if I would recommend that. If you're looking for a really big missile build, I'd go to the Marauder II 4 HP. It's a little bit quicker with the right size engine, and if you do all SRMs, you will be tanky on the battlefield. Nobody's going to want to face you. The speed, once again, is 48.6. It's not very good. But we do have full armor all the way around, and we even have tonnage to spare. Come down into the quirks. We have a missile range, plus 15%. Missile HSL, plus 2. We have a base armor, left and right torso, plus 7. Left and right arms, plus 30. Wow. Target decay duration, plus 1. And when you go to the skills tree, you'll really see how this thing really lands out. So when you look at the actual range on this, the original range is 900, and then you're getting some more. I've got the skills maxed out for the range. So I have a range of 1,170 meters, which is pretty damn good for a missile build. And when you mix that up with ATMs, you get even further out, way further out. So let's take a look at the skills tree. When we come to the skills tree, you can see I've got range maxed out. I still have a lot of heat management because I want to be able to fire these missiles on a continuous stream like you saw. And what I found is this is pretty much the only way to do it. If I could, I'd have all of these maxed out, but I needed them for other things because this is a heavy mech. It's also really slow. So if you don't mind losing some of the range features and get yourself down to that 1035, which is the kind of the best that most mechs do on LRMs, at least clan mechs, you can put some into speed, and that'll get you a little bit over 50. So here we go. Full missile racks, missile spread. I'll talk about the missiles on board in a moment. High explosive, absolutely. So basically, you have more chances of doing critical damage, tighter spread, and more ammo. And then for survival, we have skeletal density, armor hardening, reinforced casing, all maxed out. 3 points in overheat damage because this will get hot. 133 heat management is really nice, but you are going to get hot really soon. Especially if you're firing those things the way I do. I don't even try to do really good damage, and even on matches where I totally suck, I still do 600 damage. This thing just brings the damage totals up with that huge amount of missile fire. Cool run, heat containment, because I have override on. Target decay, absolutely a must, especially on an LRM build. I wanted to put more into sensor range, but I also wanted to have my radar deprivation because this thing is a big mech. And as soon as you go into cover, you want to really disappear if you can on the battlefield. So I put as much in here as I could, but I needed it for other places. I initially tried doing a better UAV to see if that wouldn't help, but I just decided to go this way. So we have 2 cool shots on UAV. Now let's talk about the ammo on board. So the ammo on board, we've got 1 ton of ammo for the SRM6s. And then we've got 4, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 tons of ammo. So 15 tons of ammo at 276, because that's what you're getting on this. 276 times 15 puts us at 4,140 missiles. That might be enough. Now, if you don't mind scaling down the number of missiles on board, because of the amount of space that's taken up here, you will have to sacrifice a lot of tonnage. You'll have to sacrifice 4 tons of ammo in order to put 2 double heat sinks on here on addition, but it does actually work kind of in your favor. So what I recommend is going this route here and adding yourself 2 additional heat sinks. I've run it both ways and I've been very happy. And then since you've reduced the amount you have there, taking this guy out and putting another SRM6 on board. And this subjugates your firepower. So now you're back to 136 firepower from 134. So your firepower went up a little bit. And you have better defensive weapons, and you can still fire a lot because you still have a lot of missiles on board. This is more missiles than a Novacat, so it's going to work out for you either way. And your heat management is now crazy. Now you have a heat management of 1.41. So now that your heat management is really good, then you can come over here and reduce this down quite a bit. We'll say take it down to 5 nodes. And since your heat management is really good, you're probably not going to get into overheat very often. Then you can come in here. Is that giving me speed tweak? Yes, it is. You do that. And maybe sacrifice one of your radar deprivations. And now you have a speed of 50.6. So that doesn't work out too badly. So by reducing the amount of ammo you have and the number of missiles by 10 in the LRM category and giving yourself better defensive weapons, you've reduced your heat. You're still going to be able to fire a ton of missiles. You have better defensive characteristics, and now you have better speed. So that's just a choice. I typically roll around with a whole bunch of other mechs, so I'm not too worried about the speed issue, and I want to be there to help support my team. Word on armor and upgrades. In order to get this build to work, you cannot have any kind of armor upgrade, so you have to have standard, double heat sinks, and standard here. You could go with standard heat sinks and probably be able to put a few more on, but it's really not going to make that much of a difference. And I found when I tried it that way, the one time I tried it, it was just way too hot. So I went with the maxed out engine, and then that gives you 2 double heat sinks on board. Let this reset. So as this thing looks, it is just absolutely beefy as hell. I really like the profile of this. I went with this paint job. on all of my Banes, just different colors for the Banes. And I'm really pleased with how this thing really turned out and how well it just works on the battlefield. I don't even have to try to do a lot of damage. As long as I get a lock, I can do a lot of damage. And try this thing as an ATM build. It's really a lot of fun, especially when you go with doing 2 ATM 12s, and I think it's 2 pairs of ATM 3s that I went with on that, and that worked out really nicely. And override we trust.
Reactor online. Sensors online. Weapons online. All systems nominal. Override engaged.
Take it we don't have comms?
Target acquired.
Well, any locks will be appreciated, and I'll help you guys get kills.
New target acquired. New target acquired.
Ooh, solid hits on that guy. They definitely have a clan LRM boat over there. Looks like he's near Bravo 3.
New target acquired.
Echo's right torso is open. Echo doesn't have a right torso. He's yours. You can take the kill. I just got 3 white buttons. In Override, we trust.
Always.
Reactor online. Sensors online. Weapons online. All systems nominal.
This is Clan Command. Get to the target and capture it. Cut down any enemies that get in the way.
Time to run to the P thingy. This thing is so massive.
Target spotted.
Target acquired.
Anybody see them?
Inside on the far end of the 4 line, on their ramp, they had a sniper guy with daisies.
Yeah, there's a couple of them over there.
Acquired.
Target spotted.
New target acquired.
Target spotted. Need
New
assistance.
target
Target
acquired.
spotted. Affirmative. Target spotted.
Looks like a lot of them are going towards outside near Fox 3, Fox 2.
Need assistance. Target spotted.
As soon as I get outside, I'm going to put that guy in the dirt.
New target acquired.
Target spotted.
Yeah, Alpha's really hurt.
Target destroyed.
Never mind.
Target spotted. Need assistance.
Target
Spotted.
acquired.
Oh, another Warhammer. Charlie.
Affirmative. Target spotted.
New target acquired.
Yeah, Fox 4 is really hot.
Affirmative. Target spotted. Target spotted. Target spotted.
Acquired.
Target spotted.
New target acquired.
That
Target
Warhammer's
spotted.
in Gulf 3 there,
New target
linebacker. If you want
acquired.
to come with me?
New target acquired.
Yeah, Golf looks like he's going to be a really hot build.
Target spotted.
New target New target
Target
acquired.
spotted. Target spotted.
New target
spotted.
acquired.
Target spotted.
New target acquired. Disable critical. Override shutdown.
Charlie tried to charge me.
New target acquired. Right torso. New target. New target acquired. New target acquired. Target destroyed.
Nice.
New target acquired.
Lima, we're out of the circle.
Keep it up.
Image enhancement
New
engaged.
target acquired. Target destroyed. New target acquired. Target destroyed.
Is that it?
Uno más.
Target.
We held the zone for 25%.
Damn, I still have 700 missiles left.
Well, he's in the circle somewhere because time's not going down.
He's probably... Oh, there he
Echo
is.
3, Echo 3, Echo 4 line.
New target acquired.
Oh, he doesn't have any legs. Wow.
Warriors, you have taken the target. We are victorious in battle.
Lieutenant Dan. Ah, what a great build. I had top team damage and top game damage. Wow. I didn't even feel like I was that useful.